Far beneath the familiar shimmer of the waves, beyond the reach of the sun's life-giving rays, lies a world shrouded in perpetual twilight. It is a realm that occupies the vast majority of our planet's living space, yet it remains less explored than the surface of the moon. Here, in the crushing pressures and chilling cold, the conventional rules of life are rewritten. This is not a barren wasteland, but a vibrant hidden kingdom, a final frontier on our own world, pulsing with secrets that challenge our very understanding of what it means to be alive. The darkness here is not an absence of life, but a canvas upon which nature has painted its most extraordinary and bewildering creations. The journey downwards is a descent through layers of deepening blue, a gradual stripping away of light and warmth. Sunlight, the engine of so much life on Earth, surrenders its power with every meter we plunge. First the reds and oranges are filtered out, then the yellows and greens, until only a spectral, haunting blue remains. Soon, even that fades into an absolute inky blackness. It is an environment of extremes, where the weight of the water column above exerts a force that would crush a car as if it were a tin can. And yet, against all odds, life has found a way not just to survive, but to flourish in this immense, silent theater. In this profound darkness, communication and perception take on new, fantastical forms. Sound travels differently, and sight, where it exists, has evolved in ways that seem utterly alien. Many inhabitants have abandoned vision altogether, relying instead on heightened senses of touch, taste, and the ability to detect the faintest of electrical fields or chemical trails left by their neighbors. Others have become masters of light itself, generating their own cold, ethereal glow through the magic of bioluminescence. This living light pierces the gloom, used to lure prey, to startle predators, and to send silent, flickering messages across the vast, dark expanses of the deep sea. Today we embark on a remarkable expedition, venturing into this mysterious domain. With the aid of advanced submersibles, our mechanical shells against the immense pressure, we will peel back the curtain of darkness. We will seek out the inhabitants of this alien world within our own, creatures so strange, so bizarrely adapted, that they seem to have sprung from the depths of imagination. Our journey will reveal life forms that defy belief, each a testament to the relentless inventive power of evolution. Prepare yourselves, for the abyss is waiting, and its residents are ready to be unveiled. Our first encounter in the Twilight Zone, a region suspended between the sunlit surface and the utter blackness below, brings us face to face with a true marvel of biological engineering. This is Macropinna microstoma, more commonly known as the barrel-eye fish. At first glance, it appears almost conventional, its small silver body moving with quiet grace through the water column, but its most astonishing feature is hidden, a secret held within a transparent, fluid-filled dome that forms the top of its head. This living canopy protects a pair of eyes unlike any other in the animal kingdom, a feature that gives this creature its evocative name. The barrel-eye's world is one of faint, shifting light, where the last vestiges of sunlight from the world above filter down as a dim, ethereal glow. To survive here is to be a master of observation, to catch the faintest silhouette of potential prey passing overhead. To this end, the barrel-eye has evolved enormous, tubular, barrel-shaped eyes. These are not positioned on the sides of its head as one might expect, but are instead embedded within it, pointing directly upwards. They act like twin telescopes, super sensitive to the faintest glimmer, constantly scanning the ceiling of their world for the shadows of unsuspecting crustaceans and jellyfish. For decades, scientists were baffled by this creature. Early specimens brought to the surface in nets were often damaged, their delicate transparent domes ruptured by the change in pressure. This led to the belief that its eyes were fixed in their upward-gazing position, a seemingly great disadvantage. How could it possibly feed if it could not see what was directly in front of its own mouth? It was a puzzle that cast the barrel-eye as a beautiful but flawed oddity, an evolutionary dead end. The truth, as is so often the case in the deep sea, would prove to be far more ingenious and surprising than we could have ever imagined. The mystery was solved only recently, with the advent of deep-sea remotely operated vehicles, or ROVs. These robotic explorers allowed us to observe the barrel-eye in its natural, high-pressure habitat, completely undisturbed. It was here in the silent, dark waters that the fish revealed its spectacular secret. The transparent shield is not just a window, but a dynamic part of a sophisticated visual system. The creature's true brilliance lies not just in what it can see, but in its incredible ability to change its entire field of vision, a trick that makes it one of the most effective hunters of the Twilight Zone. Observing the barrel-eye in its element is like watching a hunter with a secret weapon. It typically holds its body in a horizontal position, drifting almost motionlessly in the water column, its powerful, upward-pointing eyes scanning the water above. The green pigments within its lenses are thought to filter out the ambient sunlight from the surface, making the bioluminescent glow of its prey, particularly jellyfish, stand out more clearly against the dark background. It is a patient predator, conserving energy in this food-scarce environment, waiting for the perfect opportunity to present itself from above. Its large, flat fins provide exceptional stability, allowing it to remain perfectly still for long periods. The moment of truth arrives when a potential meal, perhaps a small siphonophore, drifts into its line of sight. This is when the barrel-eye executes its remarkable maneuver. As it ascends towards its target, it performs a stunning biological feat. Its entire visual system rotates. The sensitive, green, barrel-shaped eyes swing forward from a vertical, upward-facing orientation to a horizontal one, looking directly ahead. Suddenly, the creature that could only see the ceiling of its world can now see its prize, perfectly aligned with its small, pointed mouth. It is a transformation that happens in an instant, a seamless shift from surveillance to attack mode. This incredible ocular rotation is the key to its success. It allows the fish to track its prey with pinpoint accuracy during the final, crucial moments of the hunt. Without this ability, it would be like trying to catch a ball while only ever looking at the sky. Once its eyes are locked forward, it can precisely judge the distance and make the final, delicate move to snatch its food. Often, it is seen stealing food directly from the stinging tentacles of siphonophores, its transparent head shield likely offering protection from their venomous cells, a suit of armor for a deep-sea thief. The barrel-eye fish is a sublime example of how life adapts to the most challenging conditions in the most unexpected ways. What once seemed like a design flaw is, in fact, a highly sophisticated solution to the unique problems of life in the mid-ocean. It is a creature that sees its world through a living cockpit, its eyes like rotating gun turrets on a submarine, constantly scanning, then locking onto a target with deadly precision. It serves as a profound reminder that in the deep sea, our assumptions are often overturned and the line between the bizarre and the brilliant is very fine indeed. We descend further now into the bathyal zone, a world of near-total darkness and immense pressure, over 1,000 meters below the surface. It is here that we find a creature that seems to have swum directly out of prehistoric times. This is Mitsukurina austoni, the goblin shark. Its appearance is truly unsettling, a nightmarish assembly of features that defy our expectations of what a shark should be. Its flabby, pinkish-gray skin, lacking the sleek musculature of its surface-dwelling cousins, hangs loosely on its frame, an adaptation to the crushing pressures of its deep-sea home where dense muscle is a liability. The goblin shark is what is known as a living fossil. It is the sole surviving member of the Mitsukurinidae family, a lineage that stretches back over 125 million years into the Cretaceous period. In a sense, to look upon this shark is to look back in time to see a design that has proven successful enough to outlast the dinosaurs. Its most prominent and defining feature is its long, flattened snout shaped like a trowel or a blade that extends far beyond its mouth. This peculiar appendage, known as a rostrum, is not just for show. It is a highly sophisticated sensory organ crucial for survival in the absolute darkness. Dotted along the underside of this elongated snout are hundreds of specialized pores. These are the ampullae of Lorenzini electroreceptors that can detect the minuscule electrical fields generated by other living creatures. In a world without light, the goblin shark does not see its prey. It feels their presence. It cruises slowly and deliberately just above the seabed, sweeping its sensitive rostrum back and forth like a metal detector probing the darkness for the faint electrical signature of a fish squid or a crab hiding nearby. It is a silent, ghostly hunter, sensing life where there is no light to see it. The name goblin shark is unnervingly apt. It was first described by Japanese fishermen who called it Tenguzam, after the Teng, a mythical creature from Japanese folklore with a long nose and a demonic face. Its small, dark eyes offer little hint of the predatory power that lies hidden within. They are almost an afterthought on a creature that relies so heavily on other senses. For a long time, its hunting method remained a complete mystery, a puzzle centered on its bizarre and seemingly clumsy jaw structure. But the truth, when finally revealed, was more shocking than anyone could have predicted. The moment of the strike is when the goblin shark reveals its truly terrifying secret. As it senses prey with its rostrum, something extraordinary and violent happens. Its jaws, which are normally tucked neatly away beneath its head, are unleashed. They are not fixed to its skull in the same way as in other sharks. Instead, they are slung in a highly elastic ligament, capable of phenomenal extension. In a fraction of a second, the entire jaw structure catapults forward, extending to a distance almost equal to the length of its snout. It is a biological catapult, a lightning-fast ambush mechanism. This protrusible jaw is armed with a chaotic collection of long, thin, needle-like teeth. They are not the serrated cutting blades of a great white designed for shearing through flesh. Instead, they are like a cage of sharp needles, perfect for snagging and impaling soft-bodied slippery prey like squid and deep-sea fish. Once the jaws have shot out and ensnared the victim, they retract just as quickly, pulling the unfortunate creature into the shark's gullet. The entire action is so fast, so explosive, it has been dubbed slingshot, feeding a method as brutally effective as it is visually grotesque. This jaw mechanism is one of the most extreme examples of cranial kinesis, the movement of skull bones relative to each other, in the entire animal kingdom. The sheer speed and distance of the protrusion are unparalleled. It allows the slow-moving, almost lethargic shark to compensate for its lack of speed with a sudden, inescapable burst of predatory power. It doesn't need to chase its prey. It simply needs to get close enough for its remarkable jaws to bridge the final gap with astonishing velocity. It is an adaptation perfectly suited for an ambush predator in the dark. The goblin shark is a creature of deep-sea horror and evolutionary wonder. Its flaccid body, its phantom-like senses, and its monstrous slingshot jaw paint a picture of life pushed to its absolute limits. It is a relic from a bygone age, a survivor that has carried the ancient blueprints of its ancestors into the modern day, thriving in an environment that is as hostile as it is mysterious. It reminds us that the deep ocean is not just a place of beauty but also a realm of ancient terrors, where the strategies for survival can be as alien and as frightening as any fiction. In the crushing blackness of the abyssal plain where sunlight has never reached, a world of unimaginable strangeness thrives. Here, life exists on a knife's edge, sustained not by the sun, but by the very heat of the Earth's core. Vents bubble with superheated, mineral-rich water, creating oases of life in the desolate expanse. It is in this alien landscape clustered around these hydrothermal chimneys that we find one of the most peculiar discoveries of recent times. A creature so unusual it seems to have crawled from the pages of mythology, a ghostly white sentinel guarding the secrets of the deep. This is the Yeti crab, Kiwa hirsuta. Its discovery in 2005 near Easter Island sent ripples through the scientific community, for it was not just a new species, but an entirely new family of crustacean. Its most striking feature, of course, are its arms, its chelae, which are covered in dense, silky, hair-like structures known as setae. These are not for warmth, nor for show. In this lightless world, every adaptation has a profound and vital purpose. These hairy appendages are, in fact, farms, a living pantry cultivated by the crab itself in one of the most extreme environments on our planet. The crab rhythmically waves its arms back and forth in the mineral-rich plumes erupting from the vents. This constant hypnotic dance is not a ritual of courtship, but of agriculture. The setae provide a vast surface area for chemosynthetic bacteria to colonize and grow. These remarkable microbes are the primary producers here, harnessing the chemical energy from hydrogen sulfide and converting it into organic matter. The crab is in essence a farmer, carefully tending to its bacterial crop, a self-sustaining ecosystem carried on its own limbs, a testament to life's incredible ingenuity. Life in such close proximity to these hydrothermal vents is a dangerous bargain. The water temperature can fluctuate wildly, from near-freezing ambient seawater to scorching jets exceeding 400 degrees Celsius. The Yeti crab must navigate this thermal minefield with exquisite precision, positioning itself perfectly to cultivate its bacterial gardens without being boiled alive. It is a life lived in the twilight zone between fire and ice, a delicate balance that has been perfected over countless generations. Its pale, almost translucent shell offers little camouflage, but in a world without light, sight is a secondary sense, and survival depends on other, more subtle, adaptations. The Yeti crab is functionally blind. Its eyes are vestigial, reduced to mere membranes of tissue, useless in the perpetual midnight of its habitat. It navigates its world through touch and a sophisticated sense of chemical gradients in the water. It can feel the flow of the currents and taste the concentration of minerals, allowing it to find the most fertile grounds for its bacterial flock. This sensory world, so different from our own, is rich with information, guiding the crab through the treacherous terrain of the vent fields. Every movement is deliberate, a calculated step in the complex dance of survival far below the waves. When it is time to feed, the crab uses specialized comb-like mouthparts to scrape the bacteria from its own setae. It is a harvest of its own making, a meal cultivated over days or weeks in the toxic brew of the vents. This unique form of farming provides a constant, reliable food source in an environment where sustenance is otherwise scarce and unpredictable. This remarkable relationship, a symbiosis between crab and microbe, is a cornerstone of this deep-sea ecosystem. The crab provides a home, and the bacteria provide the food, a partnership forged in the dark fires of the Earth's interior. The social life of the Yeti crab is still largely a mystery. They are often found in dense aggregations, sometimes numbering in the hundreds, clustered around active vents. Are they competing for the best farming spots, or is there a form of cooperation at play? Perhaps these large gatherings offer some protection, or perhaps they are crucial for reproduction, ensuring that potential mates are close at hand in the vast emptiness of the abyss. Each individual, waving its arms in a slow, synchronized ballet, contributes to a mesmerizing spectacle. A silent city of farmers thriving against all odds. Observing these creatures in their natural habitat is a monumental challenge, requiring advanced submersibles capable of withstanding immense pressure. Each glimpse we get into their world reveals more about the tenacity of life. The Yeti crab is more than just a biological curiosity. It is a symbol of adaptation, a reminder that life can find a way to flourish in the most inhospitable corners of our planet. It challenges our understanding of what is possible and encourages us to look deeper, for who knows what other wonders await discovery in the sunless depths of our oceans. We descend now, deeper still, into the bathyal and abyssal zones, a realm of crushing pressure and profound cold. Here, far from the familiar world of coral reefs and sunlit shallows, the ocean reveals its more ethereal inhabitants. In the inky blackness, a gentle, almost whimsical shape emerges, propelled not by jets of water, but by the slow, rhythmic flapping of two prominent fins. These fins, located on the sides of its mantle, bear a striking resemblance to the oversized ears of a certain animated elephant, earning this creature its charming name, the Dumbo octopus. This is Grimpoteuthis, a genus of deep-sea octopuses that are among the most endearing creatures of the abyss. Unlike their shallow water cousins, they do not swim by expelling water from a siphon. Instead, they rely almost entirely on these large ear-like fins, pulsing them gracefully to drift and hover through the water column with an effortless balletic grace. This method of propulsion is incredibly energy efficient, a crucial adaptation for life in the deep sea where food can be scarce and every calorie must be conserved. It is a slow, deliberate existence, a life spent floating like a ghost through the eternal twilight. The Dumbo octopus lives at astonishing depths, with some species found more than 7,000 meters below the surface, the deepest of any known octopus. At these depths, the pressure is immense, over 700 times greater than at sea level. Their bodies are gelatinous, lacking the rigid structures that would be crushed under such extreme force. This soft, pliable form allows them to withstand the immense weight of the water above them. Their shape is a direct consequence of their environment, a perfect example of evolution sculpting life to fit the most demanding of niches on our planet. Their diet consists of small crustaceans, isopods, worms, and other invertebrates that live on or just above the seafloor. The Dumbo octopus drifts patiently, its large eyes scanning the gloom for any sign of movement. Once prey is located, it pounces, enveloping the unsuspecting meal with the webbing between its arms, trapping it before swallowing it whole. This strategy is another energy-saving measure. There are no high-speed chases here, only methodical, patient hunting. In the slow-motion world of the abyss, patience is not just a virtue, it is a key to survival. The reproductive strategy of the Dumbo octopus is as unique as its appearance. Unlike many other octopus species where the female lays a clutch of eggs and dies shortly after, the Dumbo octopus appears to be a continuous spawner. Females carry eggs in various stages of development simultaneously, laying single eggs one at a time over an extended period. This approach may be an adaptation to the stable but resource-poor environment of the deep sea. Rather than a single massive reproductive effort, they invest their energy slowly, increasing the chances that at least some of their offspring will survive. These eggs are laid on the seafloor, often attached to rocks or even deep-sea corals. The female does not brood them. Once laid, the large, tough egg case is left to fend for itself. Inside, the young octopus develops fully, emerging as a miniature version of the adult, perfectly equipped for a life of solitude in the deep. This hatch-and-go strategy means the young are independent from the moment they are born, ready to begin their own slow, silent journey through the abyss. It is a lonely start to a lonely life, a common theme in this vast, dark wilderness. Communication between these solitary creatures is likely minimal and still poorly understood. Their large eyes are well suited for detecting the faint bioluminescent signals that are the primary language of the deep. It is possible they use their own subtle light shows or changes in skin texture and color to signal to rivals or potential mates, though this has yet to be observed directly. Much of their lives remain shrouded in mystery, their secrets locked away by the immense pressures and depths they call home. Each new observation from a deep-diving submersible adds another small piece to the puzzle of their existence. The Dumbo octopus is a creature that defies our expectations of what an octopus should be. It is not a master of camouflage hiding in a reef, nor a powerful hunter jetting through the water. It is a gentle, ethereal drifter, a serene inhabitant of one of Earth's most challenging environments. Its charming appearance belies a remarkable resilience, a suite of adaptations that allow it to thrive where few other complex animals can. It serves as a beautiful reminder that even in the deepest, darkest corners of our world, life can be gentle, graceful, and utterly enchanting. There are creatures in the ocean so ancient their lineage stretches back to a time before the dinosaurs walked the earth. They are living relics, survivors of mass extinctions, carrying the whispers of a primeval world in their very DNA. In the deep, cold waters of the outer continental shelf and upper continental slope, one such creature glides through the darkness. With its long, serpentine body and an unnervingly reptilian head, it looks more like a sea monster from old sailors' tales than a shark. This is the frilled shark, Chlamydocelicus anguineus, a true living fossil. Its appearance is profoundly primitive. It possesses 6 pairs of gill slits, unlike the 5 found in most modern sharks, and these gills are adorned with distinctive frilly red margins, which give the shark its name. Its body is slender and eel-like, capable of bending and striking with a snake's agility. Its terminal mouth, located at the front of its snout rather than underneath like most sharks, is another ancient trait. To look upon the frilled shark is to look back in time, to see a design that has proven successful for at least 80 million years, a blueprint for survival that has scarcely needed to change. This shark is a creature of the twilight zone, typically found at depths between 50 and 1,500 meters. It is a slow, sluggish swimmer, its body adapted for ambush rather than pursuit. It likely hovers in the water column, its dark brown or gray skin providing excellent camouflage in the low-light conditions. It may use its eel-like body to lurk in crevices and caves on the seafloor, waiting for unsuspecting prey to venture too close. Its very existence is a lesson in patience, a strategy of conservation and opportunism honed over geological time. The true terror of the frilled shark is revealed when it opens its mouth. It possesses around 300 teeth, arranged in about 25 rows. Each tooth is small but wickedly sharp, with 3 distinct prongs like a trident. When the shark strikes, these rows of needle-like teeth interlock, creating an inescapable trap. They are not designed for cutting or shearing flesh, but for snagging and holding on to soft-bodied prey, such as squid, which are thought to be a primary component of its diet. Once caught in this nightmarish cage of teeth, there is little hope of escape. The hunting strategy of the frilled shark has long been a subject of speculation. Its long, flexible jaws allow it to swallow prey whole, even creatures up to half its own size. One compelling theory suggests that it strikes like a snake. By bending its body and bracing its posterior fins, it can launch itself forward with surprising speed, engulfing its prey in a single swift motion. This explosive lunge would be devastatingly effective in the close quarters of the deep sea, where a moment's hesitation can mean the difference between a meal and starvation. It is a predator built for the sudden, lethal ambush. Another intriguing hypothesis suggests the shark may use its own body to lure prey. The stark white of its open mouth lined with gleaming rows of teeth could act as a bioluminescent lure in the dark, attracting curious squid or fish. Alternatively, its strange appearance and unusual movements might simply mesmerize its victims for a crucial second, giving it the opening it needs to strike. In the deep, Where the rules of predation are written differently, such unconventional tactics could provide a significant advantage for this ancient hunter. Reproduction in the frilled shark is a slow and mysterious affair, befitting its primeval nature. It is thought to have one of the longest gestation periods of any vertebrate on Earth, possibly lasting as long as 3.5 years. The embryos develop inside the mother, nourished by a yolk sac, and are born as fully formed miniature predators, ready to begin their own solitary hunt. This incredible investment in each offspring ensures they have the best possible start in life, a strategy that has clearly paid dividends for this long-surviving lineage. Rarely seen by humans, the frilled shark is most often encountered as accidental bycatch in deep-sea fisheries. These brief, fleeting glimpses are our only window into the life of this incredible animal. It is a creature out of time, a ghost from an ancient ocean, persisting in the dark, cold corners of our world. Its survival is a testament to the enduring power of its primitive design, a reminder that the deep ocean is a sanctuary for life's oldest and most enigmatic stories that we are only just beginning to read. We journey now to the abyssal plains, vast, seemingly desolate landscapes that cover more than half of our planet's surface. Here, thousands of meters below the waves, sunlight has never penetrated, and the pressure is almost beyond comprehension. It is a world of crushing darkness and profound silence, yet even in this extreme environment, life has found a way to flourish in the most unexpected forms. On the soft, muddy seafloor, strange herds roam, moving with a ponderous, almost dreamlike grace. These are not creatures of myth, but living, breathing animals that have mastered the art of survival in one of the most inhospitable places on Earth. These remarkable creatures are the sea pigs, a type of sea cucumber belonging to the genus Scotoplanes. They are in essence the gardeners of the abyss, tirelessly sifting through the sediment for sustenance. Their plump, semi-translucent bodies, tinged with a delicate pinkish hue, seem almost comically out of place in this harsh, monochromatic world. Propelled by their distinctive, large, tube-like feet, they inch their way across the ocean floor, leaving faint trails in the fine silt. These feet, or podia, are not just for locomotion, they are hydraulic marvels, allowing the sea pig to navigate the soft terrain without sinking, a crucial adaptation for life in the deep. The sea pig's existence is entirely dependent on what is known as marine snow, a continuous shower of organic material that drifts down from the sunlit waters far above. This detritus, composed of dead algae, fecal matter, and the remains of countless microscopic organisms, is the primary source of food in the abyss. For the sea pig, this is a veritable feast. Using small feeding tentacles that surround its mouth, it delicately picks up the nutrient-rich mud, extracting the edible particles with remarkable efficiency. It is a slow, methodical process, a constant search for energy in a world where it is incredibly scarce, a testament to the patient persistence of life. Observing a herd of sea pigs is like watching a slow-motion ballet on a stage of perpetual twilight. They often face the same direction, a behavior dictated by the deep-sea currents that carry their food. This alignment allows them to efficiently intercept the flow of marine snow, maximizing their chances of a meal. Their simple nervous systems guide them in this unified quest, a silent, collective understanding that enhances their survival. In this vast, empty expanse, their communal feeding strategy is a poignant reminder that even in the most profound isolation, there is strength and purpose in numbers, a shared journey through the endless dark. Life in the abyss is a delicate balance, and the sea pig, for all its adaptations, is a remarkably fragile creature. Its body, composed mostly of water, has a gelatinous consistency that is perfectly suited to withstand the immense pressure of the deep sea. However, if brought to the surface, this equilibrium is violently shattered. The dramatic decrease in pressure causes its body to essentially disintegrate, melting into an unrecognizable gelatinous mass. This fragility is a stark illustration of how exquisitely life is tuned to its specific environment, and how even the slightest change can have catastrophic consequences for these specialized deep-sea dwellers. Despite their soft and seemingly defenseless bodies, sea pigs are not without their protectors. Their skin contains a toxic chemical compound known as holothurine, a saponin that makes them unpalatable to most predators. This chemical defense is a powerful deterrent in a world where physical confrontation is a costly affair. Few creatures are willing to risk a mouthful of this distasteful flesh, allowing the sea pig to forage with a degree of impunity. It is a passive yet highly effective strategy, a silent chemical shield that allows these gentle grazers to thrive in a world populated by formidable hunters. Reproduction for the sea pig is a slow and infrequent affair, reflecting the low-energy dynamics of their abyssal home. They are thought to reproduce seasonally, timing their spawning with periods when the food supply from the surface is at its peak. This ensures that their young have the best possible chance of survival in this nutrient-poor environment. Scientists believe they release their eggs and sperm into the water column, a broadcast spawning strategy that relies on chance and the gentle deep-sea currents to bring them together. The resulting larvae drift for a time before settling on the seafloor to begin their own slow journey across the abyssal plains. The sea pig also plays host to a variety of other organisms, acting as a mobile ecosystem in its own right. Small parasitic snails and tiny crustaceans can often be found attached to their bodies, and even juvenile king crabs have been observed hitching a ride, using the sea pig as a form of transportation and a shield from predators. This symbiotic relationship highlights the interconnectedness of life, even in the most remote corners of our planet. The humble sea pig is more than just a peculiar-looking animal, it is a vital part of the deep-sea community, a keystone species that supports a surprising diversity of life in the eternal darkness. We descend further, into the bathypelagic zone, a realm of perpetual night known as the Midnight Zone. Here, between 1,000 and 4,000 meters down, the pressure is crushing, and the water is only a few degrees above freezing. In this unforgiving darkness, a successful hunt requires more than just speed or strength. It demands deception and ingenuity. It is here that we find one of the ocean's most formidable and terrifyingly beautiful predators, the deep-sea dragonfish. A creature that has mastered the art of creating its own light, turning the absolute blackness into its personal hunting ground. The dragonfish is a marvel of biological engineering, a sleek, dark-bodied predator perfectly adapted for a life of ambush. Its most striking feature is a long, fleshy filament, or barbel, that extends from its chin. At the tip of this barbel is a photophore, a specialized organ that produces light through a chemical reaction known as bioluminescence. The dragonfish dangles this glowing lure in front of its cavernous mouth, waving it gently back and forth. In the inky blackness, this small point of light is an irresistible beacon to smaller fish and crustaceans, drawing them in like moths to a flame, a fatal curiosity they cannot resist. As an unsuspecting victim draws near, mesmerized by the hypnotic dance of the lure, the dragonfish prepares to strike. Its jaws are a true nightmare, disproportionately large for its body and armed with long, needle-sharp, transparent teeth. When it opens its mouth, the jaw unhinges, swinging out to an incredible degree, allowing it to engulf prey that can sometimes be more than half its own size. The strike is incredibly fast, a sudden explosive movement that leaves the victim with no chance of escape. It is a brutally efficient mechanism, honed by millennia of evolution in a world where every opportunity for a meal must be seized without hesitation. But the dragonfish's mastery of light does not end with its lure. Its own body is lined with rows of photophores which it can flash and dim at will. Scientists believe this may be used for communication with other dragonfish, a secret language of light in the silent deep, perhaps for attracting mates or defining territory. This ability to control its own luminescence makes the dragonfish not just a hunter, but a sophisticated communicator, a silent sovereign of the Midnight Zone, using its inner light to navigate, hunt, and connect in the endless, crushing dark of the abyss. The dragonfish possesses a secret weapon that gives it a unique and deadly advantage in the deep sea. While most deep-sea creatures can only produce and see blue-green light, the wavelengths that travel furthest in water, the dragonfish has evolved a truly remarkable ability. In addition to its blue glowing lure, it has a second set of photophores located just behind its eyes that can produce red light. This is an extraordinary adaptation, as most inhabitants of the deep are completely blind to the red end of the spectrum. To them, this light is simply invisible. This ability to produce red light acts as a private, undetectable searchlight. The dragonfish can cast a beam of this invisible light forward, illuminating its potential prey without alerting them to its presence. While its victim remains in what it perceives as total darkness, it is in fact fully lit and exposed to the dragonfish's keen eyes. This is the ultimate stealth technology, a biological sniper scope that allows the dragonfish to assess its target, judge the distance, and prepare its attack in complete secrecy. It is a chillingly effective strategy that makes it one of the most successful predators of the Midnight Zone. To complete this incredible system, the dragonfish has also evolved the ability to see red light. Its eyes contain special pigments that are sensitive to these longer wavelengths, a capability shared by very few other deep-sea species. This means that while it renders its prey visible, it remains completely hidden from them and any other potential rivals or predators. It is a closed system of perception, a private channel of light that only the dragonfish can access. This evolutionary arms race between predator and prey has, in this case, been decisively won by the predator, a testament to the relentless power of natural selection. The life of a dragonfish is one of constant, patient waiting, punctuated by moments of explosive violence. It conserves energy by hanging motionless in the water column for hours, sometimes days, waiting for the telltale flicker of movement or the approach of a curious creature drawn to its lure. Its dark, unreflective skin absorbs any stray bioluminescence, making it virtually invisible. Every aspect of its being, from its light-producing organs to its unhinging jaw and transparent teeth, is a perfect adaptation for its singular purpose: to hunt and survive in one of the most extreme environments on our planet, a true dragon of the deep. Our journey takes us to the oxygen minimum zone, a lonely, shadowy realm where the water is cold, dark, and holds barely enough oxygen to support life. It is an environment so harsh that most creatures avoid it entirely. Yet, it is here, in this suffocating twilight, that we find a true living fossil, a creature that is neither a true squid nor an octopus, but the last surviving member of its own unique order, Vampyromorpha. Its scientific name, Vampyroteuthis infernalis, translates to the vampire squid from hell, a dramatic moniker for an animal that is, in reality, a gentle and resourceful survivor. The vampire squid is a creature of mesmerizing, almost ethereal beauty. Its body is covered in velvety black or reddish-brown skin, and its 8 arms are connected by a deep web of tissue, forming a cloak-like structure reminiscent of a vampire's cape. When threatened, it can draw this webbed cloak up and over its entire body, turning itself inside out to reveal rows of fleshy, spine-like projections called cirri. This defensive posture, known as the pineapple posture, presents a formidable, spiky appearance to any potential predator, a startling transformation designed to deter attack in this dangerous world. Unlike its fearsome namesake, the vampire squid does not hunt and kill prey in the traditional sense. It has no ink sac, a useless defense in a world of perpetual darkness. Instead of ink, it can eject a cloud of sticky, bioluminescent mucus from the tips of its arms. This glowing cloud can hang in the water for several minutes, a disorienting spectacle of light and slime that confuses and distracts predators, allowing the vampire squid to make a swift escape into the enveloping blackness. It is a unique and energy-efficient defense mechanism, perfectly suited for an environment where every calorie counts. Perhaps the most captivating features of the vampire squid are its large, luminous eyes. Proportionally, they are the largest of any animal on Earth, appearing red or blue depending on the ambient light. These enormous orbs are incredibly sensitive, capable of detecting the faintest glimmers of bioluminescence from other creatures in the near-total darkness. They are windows into a world of shadows and light, allowing the squid to navigate its complex environment, avoid predators, and find its next meal in the vast, oxygen-starved expanse of the deep ocean. The vampire squid has a feeding strategy that is as unique as the animal itself. It is not an aggressive predator but a passive detritivore, feeding on the same marine snow that sustains the sea pig. But its method of collection is far more sophisticated. Tucked away within pouches in its webbed arms are 2 long, retractable, thread-like filaments. These are not tentacles, but highly specialized sensory organs which the squid can extend far out into the water, sometimes to more than twice its body length. These filaments are covered in tiny, sticky hairs that act like deep-sea flypaper. As marine snow and other organic particles drift down from above, they adhere to these delicate, sticky filaments. The vampire squid waits patiently, its filaments trailing in the gentle currents, slowly accumulating a meal. When enough material has been collected, it retracts the filament, drawing it through its webbed arms. As the filament passes through, the squid uses its finger-like cirri to scrape off the collected food particles, channeling the nutritious mucus-coated slurry towards its mouth. It is a slow, methodical, and incredibly energy-efficient way to feed in a world of scarcity. This unique feeding style allows the vampire squid to thrive in the oxygen minimum zone, an environment where more active predators would struggle to survive. Its extremely low metabolic rate means it requires very little oxygen, and can subsist on a low-calorie diet of marine detritus. It is a master of energy conservation, a creature that has found its niche by avoiding competition and exploiting a food source that most other animals ignore. Its entire existence is a testament to the power of adaptation, finding success not through aggression, but through patience and ingenuity. The vampire squid represents a remarkable evolutionary story. It is a relic from a bygone era, a solitary survivor that provides a window into the ancient oceans. Its unique combination of squid-like and octopus-like features, along with its singular lifestyle, sets it apart from all other living cephalopods. Far from being the terrifying monster its name suggests, Vampiroteuthis infernalis is a gentle, resourceful, and utterly fascinating inhabitant of the deep. A true master of survival in one of the most challenging environments our planet has to offer. A ghost of the past, thriving in the eternal present of the deep. In the perpetual twilight of the mesopelagic zone, where sunlight struggles to pierce the crushing weight of the water above, survival often depends on not being seen. Here, amidst the inky blackness, floats a creature of almost impossible delicacy, a true phantom of the deep. This is the glass octopus, Vitrilidonella richardi. It is a masterpiece of evolutionary design, a living sculpture of transparency. Its tissues, muscles, and organs are almost entirely see-through, a ghostly apparition navigating a world where visibility means vulnerability. Only its optic nerve, its eyes, and its digestive tract remain opaque, small, solid shapes suspended within a crystal-clear form. This remarkable invisibility is its primary defense. In an environment with no rocks to hide behind, no coral reefs to offer shelter, the best strategy is simply to disappear. The glass octopus has taken this concept to its biological extreme, becoming a living window into its own anatomy. Light passes through its gelatinous body, almost without distortion, rendering it nearly invisible to the keen eyes of deep-sea predators that hunt by silhouetting their prey against the faint light filtering from above. It moves with a slow, deliberate grace, a silent, unseen hunter in a world of shadows, a ghost in the vast, dark ocean. Its very existence challenges our understanding of what life can be. The complex machinery of a cephalopod, the powerful beak, the sophisticated brain, the jet propulsion system is all present, yet rendered in a medium of near-perfect clarity. Observing one is like looking at a living anatomical chart, every pulse of its circulatory system, every subtle shift of its internal organs laid bare. This transparency is not just a passive trait, it is an active, life-sustaining adaptation, a constant silent battle against detection in the most expansive and exposed habitat on our planet. It is a fragile, ethereal being, holding its own in a realm of immense pressure and profound darkness. The challenges of this see-through existence are immense. While it foils predators, it also exposes the octopus to the unforgiving physics of light. The few opaque parts of its body, particularly its large cylindrical eyes, could still cast a betraying shadow. To counter this, the glass octopus employs yet another marvel of adaptation. It can orient its body in such a way that its narrowest profile is always presented to any potential observer below, minimizing its silhouette. It is a life lived on a knife's edge, a continuous, elegant dance of concealment and survival, played out in the silent twilight theater of the deep ocean. The life of a glass octopus is one of profound solitude, spent drifting through the vast, empty expanses of the bathyal zone. Unlike their more social, shallow-water cousins, these octopuses rarely encounter others of their kind outside of the brief, crucial moments of mating. Their world is a three-dimensional wilderness, and they are its solitary wanderers. They hunt for small crustaceans and other deep-sea invertebrates, using their 8 near-invisible arms to ensnare unsuspecting prey that drifts too close. Each arm, tipped with a single row of suckers, is a delicate but effective tool for capturing a meal in the dark. Reproduction for this spectral creature is a rarely observed and mysterious affair. The female glass octopus is thought to be a devoted mother, in a manner that is both tragic and beautiful. After mating, she will carry her developing eggs clutched within her arms, protecting them for months, possibly even years in the cold, stable darkness. During this extended period of brooding, she will not eat. Her entire being is focused on one single purpose: to guard the next generation, ensuring they have the best possible chance of survival in this unforgiving world. It is the ultimate maternal sacrifice. This period of brooding is a slow, patient vigil. The female, already a ghost, becomes a guardian spirit, her transparent body a living, breathing incubator for her precious cargo. She will gently aerate the eggs with currents of water, keeping them clean and supplied with oxygen, all while her own body slowly withers away. Her energy reserves are finite, and with every passing day, she comes closer to her own end. It is a testament to the powerful, instinctual drive to perpetuate life that is found even in the most remote and seemingly desolate corners of our planet. Ultimately, when the eggs finally hatch, releasing a new generation of tiny transparent octopuses into the water column, the mother's life's work is complete. Having exhausted all her energy, she will perish, her own body sinking slowly into the abyss to be reclaimed by the deep. It is a poignant, solitary end, but one that ensures the continuation of her kind. From this single, selfless act, a new cohort of phantoms is born, destined to drift, hunt, and survive in the endless silent darkness, continuing the ghostly lineage of the glass octopus. Deep off the coasts of mainland Australia and Tasmania, at depths where the pressure is over 100 times The abyss is a poignant reminder that the deep ocean, though remote, is not immune to our influence. The deep sea is Earth's final frontier. It is a realm of perpetual night, crushing pressure, and chilling cold, a world more mysterious to us in many ways than the surface of the moon or Mars. It is the largest living space on our planet, and yet we have explored less than 5% of it. It is full of life, not as we might imagine it, but in forms that are bizarre, beautiful, and utterly alien. Life that has adapted to thrive in conditions that we once thought were completely inhospitable. The creatures we have met on this journey are just a tiny glimpse into this vast, hidden kingdom. These abyssal plains, volcanic vents, and dark water columns are teeming with life we still don't understand. The barrel eye with its transparent head, the goblin shark with its projectile jaw, the ghostly glass octopus, and the misunderstood blobfish. Each one is a marvel of evolution, a survivor against all odds. They are a testament to the sheer tenacity and adaptability of life on Earth, and for every species we have identified, scientists believe there may be hundreds, perhaps thousands more waiting to be found, each with its own unique story to tell. New species are being discovered with every deep-sea expedition. Each dive with a submersible, each sample brought up from the depths, has the potential to reveal a creature never before seen by human eyes. It is a thrilling, ongoing process of discovery that constantly reshapes our understanding of biology and the limits of life itself. Who knows what else is waiting for us in the dark? What silent, spectral hunters, what delicate, gelatinous drifters, what ancient living fossils are navigating the abyss, completely unaware of the world of light so far above them. The ocean's depths hold the key to understanding the full story of life on our planet, and it is a story that is still being written. We have a responsibility to explore this world with respect and with wonder, to protect it from the threats of pollution, overfishing, and climate change. Its secrets are precious, and its inhabitants, however strange they may seem to us, are an irreplaceable part of the rich tapestry of life on Earth. If you enjoyed exploring this alien world with us, give this video a like and subscribe for more ocean wonders. And please drop a comment telling us which creature amazed you the most. Until next time, keep wondering.